What's up guys, Zertrix here, and I'm back again with another Black Ops 3 video, and here we're going to be playing Verge on Domination, the new Eclipse map pack for Xbox One. And yeah guys, I'm really sorry that I haven't uploaded in about 4 to 5 days. It's been a little bit. I have been sick, and I am coming down from it now. It's been something that's been on and off for the past few weeks. Like a couple days I'll feel fine, no symptoms. And then the next day I'll have a cough, my throat will be sore, my nose will be stuffy, my head will be aching like crazy. And it is really annoying, and I'm trying to get past it. I bought a bunch of medicine today. That's probably one reason it's been lingering. I haven't bought any medicine or anything like that. I've just been drinking a ton of water. But I got some medicines. Hopefully it'll knock it out of me completely so I could bring you guys a content-filled weekend this upcoming weekend. And I want to talk a little bit about Call of Duty here. So I have been getting more into Call of Duty as I've been playing it for the past few weeks and upgrading my setup for it. It has become a little bit more entertaining, and I am getting the sense and the feeling that I used to get when I played Call of Duty, the old ones. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's more of the player that loses interest in Call of Duty just because their mindset changes throughout the years than it is the game making them lose interest. I love the boots on ground games, and I highly prefer it over this game, but my mind has changed a little bit over time as I kept playing this game. Really, the more you play it, the more you become accustomed to the game style, and you get a little bit better as time goes on. And once you get better, you're going to like it a lot more. Everybody hates a game that they're not good at, but once you get good at it, once you learn the style, the new playing style, it does get a little bit more fun. So that leads me to the next thing. Me and a couple friends decided to start a GB team, and I haven't done GB since MW2. And we started a doubles team, and then we started a 4v4 ladder, which you could also do 3v3 and like 5v5 on and so on. I think it's like the $3,000 or $5,000 team ladder. However, we did create premium accounts and whatnot, and I am going to get a little bit more serious into it than I ever have before. I've always dabbled in a little bit of GB gameplay, but I've never really stuck with it. I've done a few, but after my first loss, I just get pissed off and quit. But I have a little bit more friends now that mess with the GB, so I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to definitely give it enough time to see if it's worth it for me. I did upgrade my setup quite a bit for it. I did get a new gaming monitor for 1 millisecond response time and everything that everybody was recommending, especially one of my good friends, Tifos, and I just wasn't listening. I really didn't think that a TV mattered, so I got that. I made a video on that. If you haven't seen that, the link will be in the description. But I'm upgrading my setup slowly. My cousin helped me with a SCUF controller, so I got a SCUF controller on the way. I have a headset and everything like that, a good gaming headset. My whole setup's pretty much set for the GB theme. Like I said, I'm waiting on my SCUF. It should be in about 2 weeks, and once I get that, I'm really going to try and go hard and do a lot of GB. If any of my subscribers are interested in GB or anything like that, you want to get into it, let me know. Comment below your gamer tag. I'll hit you up. We'll play some pubs together, maybe run some scrims in a later date in GB. And hell, if you like it enough and we click together, you could probably even join the team. We're looking for more recruits. We're looking for a bigger roster. But it is something that I'm probably going to stick with. And I had a crazy experience for my first match of GB. Alright, so me and my cousin Zyquiz started the doubles team, and the first thing that happened to us, alright, so we accepted the match. It was a 2v2 search and destroy variant. So we accepted the match for like 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at 3:30 we started inviting them, we started messaging them. They were supposed to host first game. We invited them multiple times, sent multiple messages over Xbox and GB, and we got no response. So we were kind of like, okay, what the hell, what's going on? Our first game, and these people aren't even responding. Then I looked a little bit further into it. Both of their players were offline. One player was offline since like 17 hours ago, last seen on dashboard. So I was like, alright, what the hell's going on? Maybe they haven't been on. Maybe this is going to be their first match of the day. But I looked at their GB accounts, and both of their GB accounts were ranked 10,000 maybe lower than 10,000. Their MLG rank was very good for such a team that we were playing in doubles. But so I looked at their team status, and I seen how many wins they had, and they had probably, I think, 8 to 9 wins, all from disputes, and they had like 8 or 9 more disputes pending. And then I checked later on, and all those disputes turned into wins. So these guys were like 20-0 off of disputes. And I was like, what the hell? And their bio even said something, "We never lose a dispute." And I was like, oh my god, these dudes are going to fuck us over. So it was probably about 45 minutes to an hour after the match, or after when the match was supposed to begin. I reported it. I submitted a ticket, told them the whole story, sent in the link of the proof. And after about an hour of me submitting that link and the match not happening and them not messaging us, I had a notification say the decision of the match has been made due to something, or they had enough information to make the decision, and they gave them the win and declined our support ticket. So I was like, what the hell? I was at this point, I was really angry. Our first 2v2, we got a loss. We didn't even get to play it. It was just a bunch of bullshit. So somehow I got in contact with one of the GB administrators. I got his Twitter, and I tweeted out at him. I went in Photoshop and put a collage of a bunch of screenshots together of the guy's account, both the leaders' accounts, their team, and what they've been doing. And I gave a really big description. And basically what they were doing was creating a team. They were winning probably about 10 to 20 matches off of disputes, and then they would close the team out, disband the team before anybody would notice or anybody had a chance to report the team. They would delete the team completely, and then they would start it over again. Like a day later, they would create a new team. They'd get 10 to 20 more wins, and they were doing it daily. They would get 10 to 20 wins within one day, and then they would just close it out. So it made it hard for people to kind of catch on to or get to go back to their team page. Because when I tried to go back to their team page, it brought me to the main screen on GB. They had no more team page. So I had to basically get in contact with someone on Twitter in order for something to be done, which is extremely insane. My support tickets kept getting declined after I was submitting them, saying that it was not the right context, or wasn't the right area to be pending or to be submitting the ticket. And it was the right area. I mean, I was entirely submitting a proper ticket for support, and it kept getting declined. So these guys were somehow glitching the system to get these victories without them being traced. So, I mean, the average person's not going to go through all the trouble to go back and try and, like, talk to people on Twitter and get all kinds of behind-the-scenes information. They're just going to try and submit a support ticket, and if that doesn't work, most people are going to give up by then. Maybe submit a couple tickets, but most people would give up by then. But if you don't give up, you can actually get a little bit further ahead and get in contact with people on their personal pages. So I'm also going to put the link in the description of the guy's Twitter in case this ever happens to you, because it's something that's been pretty common apparently from what I've seen in forums. So I will put a link to his description just in case this happens to one of you guys. It'll make it a little bit easier. You have to have proof, though. The people on Twitter won't believe you unless you have some type of video or picture proof. But it really sucked. It was just a bummer for our first game. Me and my cousin were really bummed out, but I was super excited when we got in touch with the guy on Twitter, and he told me that he reverted the decision. He got us the victory and the XP. So I was super excited about that. And I just want to share that story with you guys. It was a little bit insane. Nothing like that's ever happened to me on GB before. I've played it on PlayStation 3. I've even played a little bit on Xbox 360. But nothing like that's ever happened to me before. And it was a pretty interesting thing that occurred. It definitely shocked me that people go through all the trouble and take the time to literally get victories off of submitting false tickets or falsely reporting the scores or whatever they were doing. I don't really know, and I don't care. I just hope it doesn't happen again. But if it does, I know what to do now, of course. But it does shock me that people actually go through all the trouble to do this. And how would you think you're not going to get caught? I mean, you got 20 wins per day off of all disputes. And these guys had pretty outstanding GB ranks, and it definitely was a little bit crazy. But I'm glad we got that figured out, and I'm definitely going to upload some GB videos soon, some scrims, maybe a little bit of scrims, but I definitely want to get some actual game battles games thrown on my channel for you guys. I'm having a lot of fun with it lately, and I definitely can't wait for my scuff to come in. I'm going to bring you guys a lot of content here soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Please leave your feedback. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, this has been Zertrix, and I'm out.